Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Viet Ha, and if this is the first time you watch my video, thank you for choosing me instead of the others. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys one hotly debated issue. Can you guess it? Okay, let me give you a question. If you and your friends have an appointment at 7 p.m., so you think when will you turn up there? About 10 minutes before, on time, or at least 5 minutes later? Okay, the matter here is about punctuality. To have a closer look on this issue, today I'm going to conduct a case study of punctuality issue. Okay, so now let's go with me.
And I named this study Perceptions of Punctuality, a case study of failed test students of ULIS. Well, from the very beginning of this video, you can easily see the backdrop behind me, right? Yeah, now I'm on the campus of the University of Languages and International Studies. And this name may hint for you guys to know the subjects that I aim to consult. But if you've never studied here, you may wonder what FELTA stands for. And actually, they are students majoring in the Faculty of English Language Teacher Education. And of course, I can't do it by myself. So I asked my friends for help to work on this survey. And who are they? Are you curious? Okay, let me show you my pretty fellows. Yeah, they are so beautiful and cute girls and my beloved teammates. And in this study, we are going to cover 4 parts: background of the study, methodology, results, and conclusion. And each member in our group bear own responsibility. As you can have a look at this table of content. Okay, now let me start by giving you some general information about the background of this case study.
Oh, wait, let me give you some reasons why I chose this topic. Time is gold, a very popular saying can be heard everywhere, especially when people are late. And in this day and age, when time's being available and finite resource in the world, punctuality is being a matter of great concern that directly related to time management. And punctuality, as an aspect of culture, refers to the habit of completing work on time. According to research, this is also a contributing factor to achieve success faster.
As the young generation, dynamic faculty students of the ULIS, I wonder, actually, what do they think about the punctuality issue? How do they perform the routine of being on time? And what are their attitudes towards the tardiness of others? Indifference or anxiety? To answer these questions, we work on this case study, and from collated data, we desire to find out the root causes and feasible solutions to avoid conflict regarding this issue from the perspectives of foreign language undergraduates. Okay, that's all I have to say about the background information. Let's move on to the second part. Now my friend Zoom
are going to show you guys the methodology of this survey.
Moving the methodology of our survey, we'd like to state the 2 main points of it. The first part that is worth mentioning is the subjects. Putting everything under consideration, students of the Faculty of English Language Teaching Education at the University of Languages and International Studies were chosen as our subject to be surveyed. This means that our participants' age ranges from 18 to 22. After a week of conducting it, we recorded a total of 51 people who participated in our survey, and among these 51 subjects, we worked out the gender ratio in which female participants dominated the survey with more than 88%. The rest of the survey results came from the male ones. However, as is the nature of a language university, this ratio can be considered normal. The reason why faculty students of Dulwich were selected for our case study is due to their remarkable socio-cultural attributes. Not only are they the young generation of our country, but they are also studying one of the most common languages in a Languages and International Studies university. Additionally, it is undeniable that culture is such an indispensable aspect which enables people to bolster their foreign language acquisition. Therefore, they are the ones who embrace every opportunity to be exposed to the diversity of cultures through language learning, hence developing a multi-perspective thinking about social etiquette. Regarding these vital factors, we decided to choose them as our subjects of studying. The second point to be presented is the survey method. To acquire a thorough understanding about punctuality and its cultural relation, we attempted to perform an in-depth analysis of several sources, namely our learning materials, relevant articles, and videos. After gaining a certain amount of knowledge, we conducted this survey with a view to gathering data on faculty students in ULISH. In the next step, we tried to interpret our data by applying Google Forms features and techniques. These tools helped convert the raw data into percentage, illustrated them using pie charts and bar charts, therefore allowing us to generate accurate statistics. The final proportion we want to refer to in this methodology is the questionnaire. Our survey contains 4 main parts with specific goals. In the first part, we'd like to survey the subject's viewpoint about their punctuality level. In the next session, respondents' perceptions of time and punctuality is expected to be analyzed. After that comes the third part, in which we inspect our participants' practices of punctuality. Then, to finish the survey, we pose an open question aiming at identifying participants' solution for conflicts arising when people are not punctual. This survey was delivered to faculty students through 2 platforms. The first one, which is digital platform, received 31 responses. Specifically, we designed the survey on Google Form and sent it to different Facebook groups of ULIS students and waited for participants. The second one is a hard paper survey. We distributed 20 copies of the survey to members in class 18E8 and successfully received all of the responses. Now that we have got all of the answers from our respondents, let's have an insight into the results.
This is Huyền. As you can see on the screen, I and Lee will take charge of this part. First of all, I would like to show you findings that we recorded from conducting this survey on faculty students of ULIS. Finding number 1 relates to opinions about punctuality level of faculty students. As you can see in this pie chart, there's a considerable number of students tend to be punctual in most situations, but have a lack of punctuality in some cases. Another noticeable part can be considered as punctual since they are rarely late. There is a small quantity of them are frequently late. A smaller portion of students confess to be unprompted all the time. And lastly, very few students report to be absolutely prompted. Finding number 2 shows the perceptions of punctuality and time of faculty students. Firstly, there are 2 statements which are time is limited, make use of every second, and punctuality is necessary in every situation, receive approval from most faculty students. Secondly, that time is unlimited, there is no need to serve it, and punctuality is only necessary in some cases, tend to be rejected by a large portion of participants. Finding number 3 shows participants' rationale for punctuality. There are 4 main causes considered to result in failed students' unpunctuality, and they are ordered from the most common to the least common. The first one is that there is no strict solution in schools or working places. The second one is that unexpected incidents happen. The third one is that nobody shows negative attitudes. And the last one is that time is not managed logically. Moreover, there's an excuse that receives the most disapproval from participants, that personal demand is valued more than mutual benefit. Finding number 4 relates to participants' practices of tolerating unpunctuality. There are 3 accepted reasons why participants tolerate unpunctuality, and they are also ordered from the most common to the least common. Number 1, because the reasons are acceptable. Number 2, because it doesn't cause any serious consequences. And number 3, because I am sometimes unpunctual too. However, there's a reason that seems to be too harsh to failed students to accept, that I cannot accept unpunctuality under any circumstances. So, I have showed you 4 findings from our survey, and according to our observations, there are some highlighted patterns established. Firstly, a large number of failed students are time conscious with high appreciation for punctuality. Next one is that a small portion of students are rarely or never punctual. The third one is that there is a common belief that punctuality is important. Next one, the most common reason for unpunctuality is that there is no strict solution in schools or working places. And the last one is that participants are no hostile towards unpunctual people as long as they give plausible reasons. So, what do they mean? After analyzing, we carry some communicative implications from the survey. That students in FELDE think that they are punctual in most cases and consider times as a precious property. However, the lack of punctuality can be accepted with convincing excuses. And to explain all of them, let's move on to the next part, which is brought to you by Lee.
Well, so many thanks to my teammates. Now, to sum up this study, let's take a look back at these key points. And after conducting a survey with specific data, we generally assume that the majority of failed test students have a positive perception of time. However, with exposure to the Vietnamese culture on a daily basis, it's understandable that they tend to flexibly accept tardiness in certain circumstances due to the rationales mentioned above. And we would like to suggest two cognitive lessons. First, when humans are not on time, they should sincerely apologize for negatively influencing others' satisfaction and commit to not violating the rules of etiquette again. Second, if there's a conflict concerning the punctuality issue, we should work out the root causes before brutally criticizing the others. And if the reasons are of the utmost emergency and the consequences of being unpunctual have a trivial impact, we can blame and fine them, but not implement any heavy punishment. Otherwise, if that unpunctuality breaks the collective rules and leads to destructive effects, these people must carry a penalty that's conditional upon the level.
And this is the end of our case study of punctuality issue among failed students. And if you find this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel to more videos. Many thanks for your watching. Goodbye!